Together we are the research consultancy that is focused on creating new kind of tools, design tools for cultural organizations. And so we've been working with the Korean Pavilion, this Future School project to create Future School Online, which, as you know, is a website that catalogs all the activities by the participants. So participants can post all different kinds of content. They can post texts and photos, etc. And so as part of the project, we've been working on developing another sort of form of output of the website's content as a kind of archive or like another way of reading. And so we've been working on creating a kind of PDF output of the project, and today we're just going to show that and talk about it a little bit. So let me start by just showing you the website. Yeah, we go here. I'm gonna go here.
No.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, so on the website, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, so on the website, as I was mentioning, all of this kind of content that's posted on these communal boards is being posted throughout the duration of the program. And we have been developing this PDF output, which let me just navigate to that. Okay, so on this page of the website, you can see there's a button that says download PDF and the current date and time on the server where the website is running. And if you see below here, there's a list of all of the programs. And so what we have is a program that goes through every one of the programs and generates by month an output of all of the content from the website as it was posted in chronological order. So what that looks like is I have a printed version of it here, and I'm going to show it on screen as well. Okay, so the other PDF is in this one. Right? Is it this? I can alt tab, right? Alt T? No.
No.
Let me just close this one.
Yes.
No, there's another one that I sent you. So while we're pulling up the PDF on screen, let me just show this. No, that's PDF. Yeah. Do you want to just go into present mode?
Mm-hmm. Which is
Page view? 2-page. Yep, perfect. Actually, just put it into a single page.
Yeah, no, actually, because it's.
Yeah, that's good. Great. Okay. Is it showing this screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what the PDF output looks like. On the cover, you see the date and time that this particular one was generated. And as you go into the PDF, you see a list of all the programs. And then you can see organized by month in the order that, in the time that the programs have been running. You see all of the posts made by the participants. So I'm just going to flip through a few pages so you can see what it's like.
Andrew, 1 second. I think we're just seeing the cover in the.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay, let me reshare it. Thanks for letting me know.
Sure.
Do you want to?
Yes.
absolutely, and try to stand. So, yeah, so as you go into the publication, you see this is a list of all the programs in the order that they appear on the website, and then organized by month, you see all of the content that has been posted by the participants, and this is all organized by months in the months that the program has been running. So I'm just gonna, like I said, keep flipping through here so you can kind of see what it's like. And the way that this book is assembled is that we have a program that generates these kind of layouts automatically based on just the general size of the content filling up each page. So you can see there's a mix of different types of content. People are posting photos, short texts, also external links, and then everything is recorded with the person who posted it and the timestamp when they actually added it to the website. Okay, I'm gonna flip through really fast so you can see more. And I think it's really nice to see the content this way because, in a way, it's a completely different organizational method than the website. So you get a really different kind of feeling for all of the activity that's happening. And it's really, I think it's really exciting to see this kind of format. Oh, here's Heywan. All right,
Amazing.
so now we can shift to looking at the physical book. Okay, so Heywan's here.
Hello, hi everyone. Congratulations.
It's too bright.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, nice.
yes.
Yeah, so Heywan's holding the first printed copies of the output that were output yesterday. We actually have two copies. I'll show it to the camera. Two copies with two slightly different dates that were output two different times yesterday because of a printing error by the printer in Venice.
And we have this book being launched here in Venice. Congratulations to the Transporter Lab publishing team. Amazing. 축하드립니다. And we wanted to also share with Irun and Andrew. It's very difficult
Yeah,
to
it's
see,
great.
but
Nice.
홍익환님, 장세정님, could you say something, the whole process of how you were making this and further how would you be using this format to also be part of this Future School online publication series?
감독님 그래서 앤드류 발표 끝난 다음에 홍익환이랑 그 장세정님
네.
발표 요청 드렸거든요.
네네.
Okay, Andrew, keep going.
Oh, okay, keep going. Okay. All right, so well, that sort of covers this publication. If you come to the Korean Pavilion, please take a look. All right, so the other thing we wanted to show today is as another, we're really interested in thinking about how the same kind of content or data can be displayed and made accessible in many different ways. And so one of the things that Heywan, you asked us was, is there a way to visualize all of the different activity and connections between the programs? And so we've been working on creating a kind of image that would speak to sort of that quality of the future school. And so we created this diagram, which I'm going to show on the screen. Okay, so same problem. You wanna,
Yes.
I'm just going to let this logistics speak. I'm just going to explain how this works. yeah, so we're quite excited to show this. Okay, so what this is it shows all 50 programs that are part of Future School. And this is all generated by data that is part of Future School Online. And so what we have here is a kind of map of all of the programs, and the lines that are drawn represent sort of affinities or connections between programs. And so the way it works is we went through all of the programs and sort of tagged them with different sort of thematic keywords, many of them generated by the program participants themselves. And then we created a program that would randomly distribute the programs into this kind of grid and then test to see if it was a good arrangement. So we could determine like the most optimal arrangement that would place connected programs next to each other. And so this diagram here is, as you can see at the bottom here, it has the highest connectivity among the 50 programs after 1,000 iterations of trying different arrangements. And so moving the programs around until we have these kind of connections between related programs. So I'm curious, like, as you look at this,
Transporter lab is where,
let's see.
let's see.
It's right sort of bottom, in the sort of middle, just a little to the bottom right.
Yes. Right. The Venetian team Lagoon Dialogue is going to be
It's unlinkable.
like it's invented. No.
It's unlinkable.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yes.
And then the really cool thing is that because we wrote this program in such a way we could repeat it, right? So we ran it many times. And so each one of these is a different sort of optimal arrangement. So let me just flip through a few, you can see. It's interesting to see where they're similar.
And this is a way, also a tool
Yes.
for these programs to be interested in the neighboring programs.
Yes.
So they will say, oh, or do we have something in common? And so they would look into those contents kind of in more focused sense.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe there's some unexpected connection that the
Connections.
program could find
Mm.
across the programs.
Mm. Could this be generated periodically, or is this
Yeah, it could.
quite a simple magic that you press the button and
It is,
done?
yeah,
Oh, great.
it's fully automated,
Amazing.
so.
Yeah. Even it would be interesting to even post that script that you have
Yeah,
devised for this
right.
in your online content.
Yeah, well, actually, to figure the script out,
Yeah.
there's a famous algorithm created by mathematician John Conway called the Game of Life,
Yeah.
and this is actually somewhat inspired
Game
by
of
that.
life.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah. So
Great.
cool.
Mhm.
All right. So that's we're excited to show this. I think what's nice about each of these different kind of outputs like this book, this other book, this diagrams, I think it just gives it another way of like understanding what's happening.
Mm. And this could be downloadable PDF.
Yep.
Yeah, for everyone.
Yeah, and this version is the one that includes all the content. So we could also potentially make a version that is updated more frequently.
Alessandro just joined. Great.
And Andrew, could you also please share your plan about our monthly publication project to the participants just briefly?
Sure.
That'd be great.
Yes, so as I briefly mentioned, inside of this publication, there are sections that are organized by month. And so there are essentially chapters that have all of the content from a particular month. And so this book right now includes everything that's been published up till today. But what we'd like to do is keep publishing this every month with all of the new content that's been posted to Future School Online. And so those smaller zines can get continually updated as people are using Future School Online in the next few months. And that can just keep adding to this great kind of body and archive of content that we're generating.
There is this quality of having a physical bounded book.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Edun, I mean, you can't hold this now, but your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I can be there and then touching the book, but thank you so much for making that happen. It was like a very last minute print job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's great to see that it happened. We talked about it for many months, and
Yeah.
it's just great to see that like you're holding the book.
Yeah, that it's actually real.
Yeah.
So this is a way of, I think, coming up with a sense of this concept of innovation, where we had an idea and already this was possible because you were previously working on this idea that wasn't really implemented fully. But we, initially when we were talking with Namu, it was like, that would be great to have this because we have so many participants and it's ongoing for 6 months to be updated and to publish, and we all have the sense of the love for books and publishing. So this is a way, and it's a tool for people to actually get a sense of navigating and archiving and so on. So this is great, and it saves us a lot of time, Namu, when we are making our PEXO. This gets automated, and we don't have to, all laid out by hand and ourselves. So this is fantastic. Thank you.
I just have a quick question to Andrew and Irun. So the current demo publication is only for English, and do you have any plan for like including Korean text to make it like the complete PDF version of the Future School Online?
Yeah, that would be nice. We made one part that's bilingual right now, which is just the page number.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Okay.
the first step, but yeah, it would be really nice if it could represent all of the content.
Okay.
Okay. Should we move on to Beyond Table? Lunch?
Sejong,
Mm.
your time.
So this-
share the
For Alessandro, this is Hejong and Ikwan. They were part of the Transborder Lab summer studio, Future School Summer Studio. They were students of this summer studio 2020, and they have themselves published this book, and we have brought it to Venice this time and displaying this here. So this is in a way a book launch that was initiated by the students of the Future School Summer Studio. Alessandro, you're mute. You have to unmute. Yes.
Good morning, hello everybody. If I understand, you mean that we can contribute to this ongoing publication with the short text, if I understand exactly. And I suggest, I don't know if it fits in the project, I suggested to expand a little bit the short presentation that we sent to the Future School about our performance, just presenting the senses of why we think that the performance was in the project of the Future School. Simply
Yes.
just we're proposing a point of convergence. So if you want, I can expand a little bit the text, more or less 1 page, and send you next days.
Yes.
It was just the presentation formats.
So today is more focused on the concept of how this has become, and you have joined in the middle, I think already they have explained. And Sejong and Ikwan will explain their publication, and this is more like an informal celebration of their publication. And let's hear from Sejong and Ikwan.
Yeah. Hello, this is
Can I present after 14 pages?
yeah, sure. Thank you for inviting us for here today, and thank you, Ewan, and thank you, Andrew, for your great work. And let me just share. Can you guys see this now? Yeah. Yeah, sure. So, me and Ikan was
이제 가야 돼. 네, 가야 돼. 알테나를 가야 돼요.
the team members of the academic team Future Schools in the studio. So we had 25 students at the summer studio, and nine out of them remain at the space. And we at first we had some kind of a feeling that we had to kind of digest the whole process that we did. And also we would like to what we actually really wanted was some kind of we need some kind of justification that we have to stay and gather together for a long time. So that was kind of the start of it. So this is the front page of the book, which Helen is holding, and also and so this is the archiving book, and this is the archiving. It contains the archive for information of the oral lectures, questions, and dialogues, and also the final words of the students. Yeah. And for the brief introduction to Future Schools in the studio, we have this space, which is gathered together in the round circle, and we had different colors of beanbags, and we also at the front we have a screen, and we had because of the COVID-19 we had to change as a online, all our lectures changed as online. So we had some kind of a tool that records lectures and conversation. So, and this was the view. And so, yeah, we did the workshops and also the lectures and presentations. And, yeah, and after the summer studio ended, we, just like I just said, we needed some kind of feeling that we had some kind of feeling that we had to review it and archive it and review it and study a little bit more about what we had talked about and that kind of things. And so this was the base of the book. So yeah.